The market gives us a head fake and pulls back off the overnight highs on Friday. Does this mean we're still looking higher? Find out next on Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so on Thursday's overnights, we pushed up to a very key level that I talked about in our video at 47.20, which was the 618 extension of waves 1 and 2, and we failed there and sold off hard into the open. But the market did find support and rallied up from there. So this leaves us to wonder, are we still going to push higher? I'll get into that in just one second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the S&P 500. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so with the push up to 47.20 and then the hard sell-off, we had to take a look at the structure and see what we were looking at. There was potential for us to fall back down into our support box, down to the 46.60 to 46.45 area, but we did hold support above that and are now pushing higher again. So we need a little bit more information, and to see that, we have to jump into the charts and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart. And as you can see from the bottom, they pushed it up very hard to that 47.20 region where they could not get through and then failed and sold off from there. Now, if you remember in the video, I told you that this 618 was a very common target for wave 1 of 3, which I have labeled here. However, this action right here off of this support zone that we got at the 236 is just a little bit sloppy and overlapping. So it's not exactly clear the path we're going to take just yet. But we do have our key levels, and that's what's very important here. So the first thing we need to note is that we held support over our actual support box, okay? As long as we're above this support box down here, which goes from basically 46.68 or so down to 46.45, as long as we're above 46.45, the expectation is that we're pushing higher towards 4,800. The other thing is, if you remember, in many videos I talk about pivots, okay? And when we're coming up in wave 3, all right, wave 1 tends to hit the 0.5 or 0.618 extension. We hit the 618 extension here, and then pulls back, and then the pivot becomes the 618 to the 764 extension of waves 1 and 2. All right, and if we push through those, then it's very, very likely we are on our way up in wave 3 towards this 47.72 target. But on the way up, we can get some markers to kind of help us along the way. We need to take out this high here. Okay, and this high was 47.1425, and then ultimately the high here at 47.24 to give us some confirmation that we're on our way. Once we take out the all-time highs, if we do that, then we should bust through the 764 and start our march toward 4,800. To the downside, okay, it looks like this. So off of wave 1, it is possible that this is an A wave, and you get an expanded B wave here, and we're in a C wave down that would take us back into this support box in C to complete this wave 2. So this wave 2 would just move over here where this comes down, okay? And then we would start our move up in wave 3 from there. Given the structure off of this low, the support we found, and then now that it's pushing higher again, this does not look like a C wave structure to me. It can morph. It can change into that. It can find resistance here that it's finding at 47.10 and sell off hard back into the support box. But ultimately, as long as we're over 46.45 on the futures chart, my expectation is that we are going to march higher towards 4,800. We have a lot of support from the MACD. We have a lot of support in the fact that the IWM is in a area where it should bounce and go. Its MACD is at support. So my expectation is still higher based on a few other indicators as well as Elliott Wave. We've also talked about the fact that the micro can be messy and sometimes a little bit hard to interpret. We're kind of in that zone right here, but the macro is generally spot on. And the macro points us up here towards our 4,800 target and then ultimately that 4,900 to 5,150 target. So in the macro count, we have hit our targets all the way up. So that's another reason I expect us to go ahead and move higher and take out this high and move up towards this 1,236 extension, which is the typical target for a wave 3 of 3. So the 1,236 is at 47.72. We would expect, if we're going to move higher, to hit that number, pull back and 4, and then finish the 4,800 march up here around 48.3650, the 2.0 extension, which would complete wave 3 of 5 on the way up. Then we would expect wave 4 pullback and wave 5 to target that 4,900 to 5,150 area. So that's really what we're looking at today, guys. We need to bust through the pivot 47.20 to 47.32.25 is the pivot. So above 47.32.25, we are absolutely confident we are in wave 3 and rolling. And as long as we're above 46.45 on the downside, we are confident that we will make the push higher towards 4,800. All right, guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to get in my Facebook group. Okay, there's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it'll bring you over to Facebook. Now, you do have to get approved to get into my Facebook group. And the only thing that I ask to get you approved is that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Come on over to Facebook. We'll get you in. And then once you're in Facebook, guys, here's how you get the most out of it. Okay, there's a featured button right here in the middle. Click that featured button and scroll down. You will see our documented trades. These are the trades we have made since I have started this channel about 8 months ago, and we are trading the market very well. If you scroll down just a little further, you'll see a link to my Slack channel. Now, Slack is just a free chat channel. I am on there all day during real-time market hours, giving you my buy and sell alerts. I answer all of your questions. There's a great group of traders in there from the very beginner to the very expert. It's an excellent place to learn or improve your trading. So come on over and let's make some money together. All right, guys, key takeaways for today. We have to hold support at 46.45. That is the level of doom. We do not want to see that level break. To the upside, we're looking to break this 47.14 level first, and then over the all-time highs, and ultimately through the pivot at 47.32.25 to tell us we have started our march toward 4,800 to complete this wave. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.